Hi, Cancer. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic seer and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for July 2023. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in July and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign may resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from your cusp sign. So be sure to check that out. In this reading, I am using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck. This recording is for Cancer Sun, Cancer Rising, and Cancer Moon. Sponsoring this video are my The Lucky Mermaid Vimeo videos, on-demand videos. Those links are down below in the description box in the Show More section, and all of my video series links are available on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. I use a variety of divination tools, looking at a variety of topics, giving you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides, and you can see how long I have the predictions go out for and what divination tools I've used in each reading. These Vimeo video sales are what is sponsoring these videos that I do on YouTube, and it helps keep this channel going. So I hope you'll decide to check them out. So all that being said, now on to your psychic tarot reading for July 2023. So the first card you have, Cancer, is the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is a card that symbolizes a new beginning in a love relationship that you're already in. It could be new love coming to you. It could be universal love. It could be love of something, love of your job, love of a craft, a skill, a hobby, or, some talent you have. But it's usually about new love or rebirth of an existing love relationship. Some of you Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign people are going to start to feel in July or June or August. It could have happened a while ago, could be happening right now or in a little while, because timing will be different for all of you. Feeling like you're falling for somebody. Now, if you're already coupled, you could be having a crush on somebody. Maybe you're going to want to have an affair. Not that I'm promoting that, because that brings a lot of unhappiness, but for people usually. But somehow or another, you could find yourself falling for somebody. Some of you may be trying to hide this and keep it secret from others. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean you're in a couple and you're trying to hide it from your partner. You could be single and trying to keep it quiet and not let your family know, or your friends know, or the place where you work know. If it's a coworker, maybe that's not, your company doesn't allow that to have interpersonal relationships like that at your job. So some of you that this applies to may be trying to hide it. Some of you could be actually thinking about how to prepare yourself and get yourself ready to find love. Like, you may feel like maybe mentally, emotionally, or physically, you haven't really been ready. And now maybe you're feeling ready, so maybe you want to lose weight, or maybe you want to change your hairstyle or your clothing, or maybe you haven't been on any dating sites or websites or dating apps, and you want to get yourself ready, like making a profile or getting pictures that you want to put on it. I don't know what getting ready means for each of you, but some of you Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising Sun people are getting ready to try to find love, to make a connection in love. Some of you Cancers are thinking about or yearning about a love from your past. So some of you are just thinking about a past love. Even if you're already coupled with somebody else now, it could be that a past love is just coming up in your mind for some reason. Or even if you're single, you could be like, wonder whatever happened to so-and-so. That could be happening for some of you. So the card you have next in your reading is the 10 of Rods. Sorry, it's smoky here. This is all the Canadian fires are hanging over my state thickly for the past 3 days. So I'm sorry if my voice is weird. You have 10 of Rods. So 10 of Rods is moving on to new and better horizons with 10 rods of burden on your shoulder. Those 10 rods of burden could be knowledge and experience you've gained that are going to help you as you move on to new and better horizons. You could also be feeling a little, like a little overburdened in the month of July. Some of you are getting a project ready or working on a project. And some of you, this project is you're getting something ready for sale. If you're thinking of selling a jet ski, a boat, a house, a trailer, an RV, whatever it is, a lawnmower, I don't know what, a motorcycle, it's like you're getting it ready for sale. You could be cleaning it up, you could be tuning it up, you could be fixing it up. That could be what some of you are doing. But some of you, my guides are talking about a project. You could be getting some kind of project ready to start. Like maybe you're like, hey, I'm going to repave my driveway, or I'm going to build a little wall, or I'm going to buy pavers, or I'm going to start a project. I'm getting a baby's room ready, a nursery ready, or I'm starting a project of some kind of craft or skill that you have, woodworking, cabinetry, project. Maybe you're rebuilding a motorcycle. I don't know what you're doing, but some of you are getting ready to embark on some kind of project. But remember what I said in the Ace of Cups card. Some of you are getting ready to get out there and find love. And you could be doing things like, cosmetic surgery, dyeing your hair, cutting your hair, getting a new wardrobe, trying to lose weight, getting profiles ready for dating sites. That's also a project. So, you have to think about what project is it you're working on or getting ready to work on or starting to work on in July. I do feel that some of you, there's something that comes up here. My guides are talking about financial stability. So some of you, whatever this project is you're getting ready to do, could in the long run ultimately bring you some kind of financial stability for some of you. And it's like, my guides are saying, you can't count your chickens before they're hatched. So and they're saying, so you have to plan wisely and properly. Like whatever you're trying to do, you can't go into it jumping in with both feet and figuring you're going to know the outcome. So you have to do a lot of, make sure you have all the right tools, ingredients, necessary implements, the timing, the strategies, the methodology, the techniques you're going to use for whatever this project is. You have to get that all in alignment and set up before you embark on this project. But for many of you, like my guide said, the project will ultimately, in the long run, could give you some kind of financial security or abundance in some way. Some of you are going to go to some place that my guides are calling the valley or a valley. to meet someone. It could be a business meeting. It could be meeting with a love from the past, or it could be meeting with someone for some other reason, a friend, or to hang out. But traveling to a place that is either called the Valley or a Valley comes up here for some of you Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign people. So the next card in your reading, Cancer, is the Hierophant or Hierophant. And this is God giving you a blessing or a warning. It could indicate higher education and higher learning. You could be the teacher or the student. This card can also be symbolic of religion or spirituality. Sometimes people say this is a high priest or pope. To me, it's either God or a high priest or pope. You may feel like you have to commit to something deeper. And for some of you, this could be a religious or spiritual ideology and belief system. But it could be school, education, training, or a belief of some sort that you are going to feel like you need to commit to something deeper. And research and investigation that you do will be helpful to you and really pay off. Yeah, my guides are saying look into every nook and cranny and leave no stone unturned. With whatever this is, if it's about a new religion or a new belief system or some kind of training or education, leave no stone unturned. Do your research carefully. In some way, I don't understand this message, but my guides are saying in some ways you're bridging a gap between generations, from one generation to another. Whatever you're doing here is forming some kind of bridge. That to me would be especially true if it's, well, I guess I can't say it that way. I was going to say especially true if it had to do with religion, but really that could apply to education just as well. And be forewarned, Cancer. Whatever's going on in your life, and in the life of people that you're close to, everything's going to fall in your lap, and you have to be prepared to deal with it. That could even be at a job. It could be, I really felt, when my guide said that, I got the sense of family. I felt like it was family commitments, family responsibilities, and obligations falling in your lap. To me, it felt like family. But for some of you, this could be at a job or in your career or at a business or company that you work for, or maybe even one that you own. But if you already own it, then you know that all the responsibilities are going to fall in your lap. My guides are also mentioning to me that you have, you could go through a period in July where you have a lot of forgetfulness. You could go through a spell of forgetfulness. And they're saying this is because you're wound up about something. It could be wound up about your beliefs or your job or a love relationship. I don't know what you're wound up about, but you're wound up about something. And because you're preoccupied and distracted about whatever it is you're wound up about, it could be what's going on in the world. Maybe you're wound up about, you know, trepidations about what could be going on out in the world. And this could lead you and cause you to be quite forgetful in July. So the card you have next in your reading, card number 4, is the 4 of Rods. And this is getting married, attending a wedding, throwing a wedding for somebody, or your own wedding. It could also be attending a celebration or a gathering. It could also indicate success coming to you in springtime. I get, like, I don't know what this is yet. I get beautiful things are happening in your life. Something is like breathtaking, gorgeous, beautiful, happening to you or around you. Some of you could feel like there's commitment in the offing. That's what my guides say. So that means maybe you're dating somebody and you feel like you're going to get engaged, or you're going to get married. You feel like commitment is in the offing. It could be some other type of commitment. I don't know what, getting a job or, signing some kind of contract of some sort. It could be that kind of commitment, but for many of you, this is going to be a romantic commitment. And you may feel like you have had to hold your ground to see something come to fruition and pay off for you. This could be, it could be that you've hung in there really long with somebody that you're interested in, and you hung in there and it's finally paying off. You're going to live together, or you're going to get married, or you're going to, I don't know what. But it could be other things like your career, your job. Maybe you hung in there really long and now you're going to get that promotion. And so it's really going to pay off for you. You have to see how that makes sense for you. And I feel like you're going to be really happy, and you're going to want to spread the love and your happiness and joy. I feel that you're going to be extra affectionate to people in July, the people you love and care about. And you may also be showering them with gifts. You may be buying presents for people, but showering them with love and affection and showering them with gifts for some of you is indicated here with this card. The guides give me weird messages sometimes. Somebody in your life could display wildly inappropriate behavior, and they may get arrested. I know maybe I shouldn't be laughing, but what I'm seeing in my mind when my guides are telling me this, I'm seeing a woman in, like, I don't know, she may be drunk or something, maybe doing drugs, drunk, I don't know what. She's definitely on something. And like being loud and maybe promiscuous with like taking off clothes, or, walking on a highway in the middle of the night. That's a dangerous highway, but there's really not any traffic, but they're out in the highway doing something weird, like, or climbing up on something and walking on something dangerous. And it doesn't just have to be a woman. That is what I saw in my head. It could be anybody, but I get wildly inappropriate behavior and getting arrested. I don't feel it's you. I feel it's somebody you know about, or is connected to one of your kids or one of your grandkids, or a friend of yours, or a relative of yours. I don't feel you're the one doing it. So the last card in your reading, Cancer, for July 2023 is the Seven of Pentacles. And this card means being tired and exhausted of your hard work and efforts, but gaining financial gain and rewards from your hard work and efforts. If you're a working Cancer, there's things that are changing, or things that you are going to change and do different at your job. Whether you own your own business or whether you work for another company, it doesn't really matter. Either things are changing and you have to go with the flow and do it, or you are changing these things, how you go about doing your job. Some of you, my guides are saying, you finally get that promotion you were waiting for. So if you're a Cancer that has been waiting for a promotion, don't be surprised if it arrives in July. Some of you Cancers could also find that you make more money from extra work that you do. And this could be working part-time, starting your own sideline business. It could also be if you can work overtime at a job where you already work. And you're going to be better off for staying away from certain people. For some of you, it's at your job. But this could also be family or friends. It is a general reading, after all, so I can't pinpoint exactly who these people are that you would be better off staying away from. But I do feel for some of you, it could be related to socially interacting with people at work. That's what I feel the strongest, but it could also be socially as well. You're either going to make a lot of money between now and September, or once you get into September, you have some kind of financial boon. Some of you could be gathering information that you're going to use to start a sideline business. So the company you work for, maybe, you know, the connections, clients and customers you deal with, or purveyors that your company deals with to get supplies, whatever it is, or a combination of these things. I feel like you're getting names and numbers of people and you're like filing them away, because then when you start your own thing on the side, you're going to be like, hey, remember me? I used to deal with you when I worked for that company over there. Well, now I've got my own business and I'm doing very similar and I can cut you a deal. You know, you might do that. Or you could be getting names of people you do business with through a job that you have, and you want to leave the job that you have. And these are people you may try to contact to see if they would hire you. Something to think about. So the best gemstone crystal I got for Cancer to work with, use, and wear in the month of July 2023, you got blue lace agate. Look, it matches my shirt. Hey, look at that. It's like an exact match. I should be wearing blue lace agate right here. Do I have any? I think I might. So blue lace agate is connected to the throat chakra. How weird. I just put it there. I can't make this stuff up. Okay, so it's connected to the throat chakra and the element of air and water. Its zodiac sign it's strongly connected to is Pisces. It brings hope and unity. Blue lace agate is good for cleansing and harmony. It neutralizes anger, fever, and inflammation. It's a cooling and calming stone. It's good for verbal expression of thoughts and feelings, and it helps thyroid and repair of bones. Wow, I need to be wearing blue lace agate. And I'm Cancer moon, so I feel that can apply. It's going to, I don't know how. I know people probably go, how? I hear it's going to help give you spectacular vision. Now, that could mean third eye vision, but it could mean vision. Wow, physical things with you here. I also get, if you have any kind of disruption or problems in relation to your pancreas, if you're wearing it or sleeping with it under your pillow, it could help your pancreas. I'm going to say something really weird right here, and I haven't tested this, so do this at your own risk. You know, I'm not going to be liable if you do this and you say you don't feel good. But I was reading something, I don't remember where, that was talking about people putting, I forget what kind of crystal it was. Wow, I'm very vague here. But it made me think of doing this, where they put crystal in water and then they let it sit, I don't know, a couple of days in water in a sealed container. And then they drank the water, and the water actually helped them. And I thought, I'm going to try that on certain gemstones that I think, oh, maybe that would help me. So look, do that at, maybe I shouldn't be saying this. Do that at your own risk, Cancer. I can't imagine how it would hurt. As long as the stone is clean and dry, when you stick it in clean, purified water and seal the water, seal the container, I think you'll be okay. It's also going to bring about change in a positive way and help you to feel more happy and uplifted and in a more positive mood. So, man, get yourself some blue lace agate, Cancer. I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like this video if you liked it, and share it with others if you feel it's worth sharing, and subscribe to this channel.
And hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And check and make sure you're still subscribed, because for some odd reason, sometimes YouTube unsubscribes my subscribers. So make sure, if you want to keep getting alerted about my videos, check that you are subscribed. And if you would like to get any of this special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand videos, I post my most recently recorded video series down below in the description box in the Show More section. And these videos are also available on my website at theluckymermaid.com videos page. All the links are there, and you can read all the different descriptions of all the various many video series I've recorded, what divination tools I've used, how long the predictions go out for, and then you just select whatever zodiac sign you want, your sun sign, your rising sign, or your moon sign, or somebody else you're curious about sign. Click on that, and that link will take you to that video on Vimeo. The most recently recorded video series I have out right now is my mid-year Psychic Tarot update for 2023 for each sign of the zodiac. I did the center of the Celtic Cross Tarot spread, so there are 6 cards in total in that reading. Also, my mid-year Love and Romance Psychic Tarot update for 2023 for both singles and couples. The first half of the reading is for single people of the sign. The second half of the reading is for couple people of your sign. And then I pulled an oracle card for the Psychic Tarot for the Heart oracle card. It's one card for both singles and couples. I highly recommend in the love readings, watch the singles and the couples, because there will be a crossover where some of the messages will apply to you, whether you're single or coupled. Also, don't forget my psychic crystal readings for for July. Whoops. I'm recording this video in June. In July for 2023 for each sign in the zodiac, where I look at a wide variety of topics in the crystal, your health, your love life, money, business, work, what to watch out for, what are the blessings. So if you want to, it's kind of like an expansion or a continuation of the Psychic Tarot readings I'm doing right here, right now for July. If you want to see what else I get for you for this month, please check those Psychic Crystal readings out. Many people like those readings because there's a lot of info condensed in not a lengthy reading. Also, don't forget my my eclipse effects from the new moon solar eclipse in Aries, April 2023, Psychic Tarot, Crystal, and Oracle card reading. You're still being affected by that eclipse. Those eclipses are affecting you for 6 months. That happened in April. So what do we have? The end of April, May, June, July, August, September. Those eclipse effects are going to last all the way till the end of September for you. So if you haven't checked it out yet, and watch your rising sign and your moon sign, watch your rising sign and your sun sign if you can do so. I highly recommend that in those videos. Also, my full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio, May 2023, Psychic Tarot, Crystal, and Oracle card readings. You're still being affected by that eclipse all the way until the end of October of 2023. And sometimes eclipse effects can even last up to a year. Doesn't happen all the time, but for some people, it will still be affecting you. So if you want to see how those eclipses affected you, I highly recommend you check them out. Don't forget my career and finance Psychic Tarot, and I believe they were Psychic Tarot and Crystal readings, I think. I forget, but my career and finance readings for 2023 for the next 12 to 18 months are available on Vimeo. And I recorded them in April. They're going to go all the way until the end of October of 2024. So if you want to see what I got for you about your career and finance, I highly recommend you check those videos out. Don't forget my What's Lucky and New for You in 2023. If you didn't look at them yet, they were pretty lucky this year. I got to say, most of the signs, not all, but most of them, I felt was, wow, like these are lucky right off the bat. Sometimes because remember, it's what's lucky and new. Sometimes what's new it doesn't seem lucky, or what doesn't seem lucky seems new later on. I did feel like that particular video series, they seem to be luckier than other years right off the bat. So you might want to check those out. Also, don't forget the New Year's readings, psychic crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac for the new year of 2023, and the psychic tarot readings for the new year of 2023 for each sign of the zodiac. They're both available, and we're only halfway through. We only got halfway through this year. So if you didn't get those New Year's readings yet, they're still in play. And I just did the mid-year updates for the new year and the mid-year love updates. So we've already gotten to the midpoint, but there's still plenty of time left. You might want to check out my New Year's readings. There's other video series down below. I'm not going to go through all of them, but those are the highlights. I hope you'll check them out because many people find my psychic readings on YouTube are accurate for them. And then they go over to Vimeo and they're like, hey, these are accurate for me over here too. So if you want to get more accuracy and know more predictions and messages that could play out for you without having to pay for an expensive private reading, which would take an hour or more, you can find out some valuable information in a more short period of time. And many people find that these messages apply to them. So if you can watch both your rising sign and sun sign, I do recommend it in all the video series, but that's completely up to you. Go by whatever resonates with you on YouTube when you go to Vimeo. So that's a good rule to go by, good way to look at what sign you want to get. Also, if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides that you're not going to see here on YouTube in a video format, I do written predictions and messages that are about 5 paragraphs long. They're usually on my Facebook pages at the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook, and at the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. And I also put them at my Pamela Georgel YouTube channel community page because some people have gotten off of the social media pages. And so I started posting them there on YouTube. So you might want to check them out. Many people find those predictions there resonate with them. Maybe not the entire 5 paragraphs, but maybe messages here, a couple messages there will resonate with them. You may find the same. So I hope you'll check out what I put on the social media pages. And if you would like to help support this channel, you could make a donation, which I greatly appreciate. Those of you who have been very kind and generous and donated to my channel. It does mean a lot to me, and it does help me a lot. There is a donation link down below. It's connected to PayPal. So I hope you all have absolutely amazing energy and happiness that happens for you this month of July 2023. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.